Hello, welcome to Sew Kodiak Life, and today I'm going to teach you how to make this absolutely wonderful little tiny cell phone bag. So on this cell phone bag you can see that in the center you have enough room for a cell phone, plus you could probably put like a little comb in there also. And this is just a little magnetic snap. Then you have two really neat little pockets. Both of these pockets are deep enough to put a credit card in. So you could put a credit card or some money in this pocket. And then on the other side here, you can put another credit card or money. So this is the perfect go-to bag here. I call it my simple and nice little cell phone bag. It's a pretty easy make. So what do we need today to get this project going, to make this bag? You are going to need the following pieces. This is a number 5 zipper, and you need 2 of them that are cut at 4 inches long. You're going to need 4 pieces of 1.5 by 1.5 for your zipper tabs. 2 pieces that are 3 inches by 4 inches for your connector strap. If you choose, you can make these straps a little bit shorter, so that's a choice you can make when you're making your bag. 2 4 inches by 4 inches interfaced for the flap, and these are interfaced with Pellon 101. You're going to need 2 pieces that are cut 6 inches by 8 inches. And these are going to be for your pockets. 2 pieces that are 6 inches by 9 inches for your lining. And 2 pieces that are 6 inches by 9 inches with interfacing of your main fabric. So to get started, the first step is to prepare your zippers. So what you're going to do with your zippers is, I have these cute little pieces, and you need to think about your orientation. So I wouldn't want to put my zipper tabs going this way or this, or backwards. So if you're using a directional fabric, you're going to want to have your tabs going the right direction. So you're going to take your tab, you're going to flip it upside down, and you're going to put a clip on there. I'm going to do a little sewing right here so that my zipper doesn't come open. Get another tab, flip it upside down, and you're going to sew those on. So I'll see you back in just a few minutes. So you're going to want to take your sewing machine, and I usually go back one time just across to kind of hold the end of that zipper shut. You want to take your zipper tab here, make sure that you're at the right orientation. You're going to flip it upside down. Put a clip. I'm going to do that to this. Same thing to the other side. So I'm going to flip it upside down. Put on the clip. Actually, on this side I don't really need to, because this is going to be the first side that I sew. And I'm doing this at about 1/4 of an inch. sew forwards, and then I'm going to go ahead and sew all the way back. I'm going to flip my tab open. And then I'm going to do some top stitching here. All right. And then you're going to want to do that to both sides and then both zippers. And that is the zipper preparation. All right, so I'm back from preparing my zippers. And if you need to trim them up a little bit along the edge, you can do that because the zipper tabs were a little bit larger, but I find them a little bit easier to sew that way. I take my main fabric and I'm going to cut it at 3.5 inches. If it is a directional fabric, you need to make sure that you're cutting it going the right direction. You're going to want to take your pocket piece. Now what I have done is my pocket pieces are just 1 inch shorter than my lining piece. So I ended up cutting 4 of the 6 inch by 9 inch. And then on 2 of the pieces, I just took off 1 inch. That makes it just easier to cut. So I'm going to take one of my pocket pieces, which is the 6 inches wide by 8 inches tall. And this is going to be turned into a pocket. So you take your zipper. I always have to think about the orientation because that's what it's going to look like when it's finished being sewn on. Now it'll be exactly the right size here. So you just line it up. I don't even really need to worry about it being centered because I've already centered everything. I take my top piece, not my top piece, my lining piece at this point, and I'm going to sandwich that onto my zipper. So my zipper teeth are face down. My lining piece goes on top. I'm going to clip. And then I'm going to sew my zipper on here. Okay, you gotta move your zipper out of the way. Right, so now the next step, so I have the bottom part of the zipper on my pocket. Get your top fabric, make sure the orientation is going the correct way, and you flip it. So again, you can see the orientation would be going the right way, and then I flip it upside down, line it up, get the back side of the pocket, sandwich the pieces together. Okay, I'm going to sew those on. Move my zipper pull out of the way. Do my top stitching. Baste your pocket on. Just doing a quick little basting stitch along the very edge here. You don't need to back stitch. This is just so your pocket doesn't move on you. And just coming along the very, very edge to baste that pocket on. All right, the second panel is done. Okay, so you take your two pieces that are for your flap. I put them right sides together, and then I'm going to fold them in half because I like to put a little curve. So you can use really anything you want to make your curve. I just have this little tiny curve jig here that I like to use. And I'm going to add a nice curve. Except I didn't get it all the way through. For my flap. There we go. Okay. So for your flap, it's pretty easy. All you need to do is back stitch, stitch all the way around, back stitch, turn right side out, give it a little press, and then do some top stitching. And that will make the flap piece here for your bag. The other step is to take your pieces for your connector straps. Like I said earlier, you can make these shorter if you want. You fold in half, you press, you fold in half, press, fold in half, press, fold together, press, and then I stitch, and then this will be my connector tabs. So I'm going to go do those couple of pieces really quick.